Hey guys, how's it going? Tonight might be super cool if it works out. We're going to be trying to do a live coding session, maybe, with multiple people editing the same files at once. And what we're going to be making in those code sessions is we're going to have a look at some techniques for mobile controllers. So that could be a phaser plugin, perhaps. That could be our own concoction of something, or we might just make something totally new and just, you know, some new way to control our character on the screen. And yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's all I've got. Just that and the live coding. So yeah, that's what we're going for tonight. So let's get at it. Just gonna head on over to Twitch real quick and make sure we are live. I don't think I need to keep doing this. It's never once been not live, so I think we're good, but yeah, so we're fine. Anywho, also just gonna get the chat on my phone. Sorry, long-time viewers will know that this is something I always forget to do beforehand, so yeah. Alright. Cool, there we go. Stream chat on my phone, ready to watch. And yeah, said I was going to read more of this tutorial and I forgot to, but I'm going to read it right now. Okay, so well, this is more like modular worlds, game worlds, so we actually, I don't think we're going to be improving much on the game world for a little bit. Today we're just going to be focusing on the mobile controllers, so maybe it's a little more useful if I look up mobile controller phaser 3. Virtual game controller. Ooh, that's version 2, but whatever, if it's the same on version 2, then let's do it. Hey, look at that. Cool. It works on hover on the screen, but I mean, I'm guessing you can hit multiple ones at the same time. That's like the big thing that's tricky. Well, one of the big challenges with this. So they're loading sprite sheets for the buttons. Ooh, if game.device.desktop. Goes full screen on mobile devices, but not on desktop? Or on desktop? No, yeah, not desktop. Okay, interesting. On input over, out, and down. Interesting. Okay, so, I mean, if we can do something like this, then... Oh, I see, they're actually defining, like, constants for left, right. Oh, interesting. This is an interesting way of going about it. Cool, yeah, let's try and do something like this. Hello, viewer, welcome. I'm just having a look at some examples of how you can do mobile controllers in Phaser... Well, we're doing Phaser 3, but this is Phaser 2. And you're gone, but that's fine. Alright, so what else should we do? I guess let's just boot up the actual game, get that running, so we're good to go. Yep, so those were the ones we didn't want to commit. Actually, we can just straight up remove them. Good, up to date. And what else? Just run the server, I suppose. Cool.
My reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different.
Whoops. That's funny, when the console's open it pushes him off past the island and you'll miss it. Whoops. It's kind of a bug, but I guess we'll address that in the future. There we go. Now I'm not dead. And we're in our little world. Cool. That jump is a little crazy high now, but oh well. It's a super jumper. Cool. Alright, I'm so happy with that armature animation. I mean, I know it's not like actually dynamic in this, but it's just, you know, it's all pre-rendered, but still, I'm quite happy with how that turned out. For like a first attempt, that's really not bad. Yeah, anyway. I think I'm gonna take a crack at making this style of input or of controller for the game. Or actually, hold on, I don't know. I've got a slightly different idea that I want to take a look at first, just to make it like more. Those controllers work, but I find that if you come from like a background of playing like actual Game Boys and stuff, it's really hard to get used to the like losing that tactile feeling of the buttons actually like being depressed when you push them. So that's like my kind of beef with this style of controller. That's this one here, where you just kind of touch buttons on the screen. Like they're still buttons, but I mean, and it's, yeah, I guess you get kind of this circular motion too, so it is pretty nice, but still, I don't know, like to me, I just really like the style of controller where it just feels really natural and you don't necessarily have to push anywhere specific. Because I find personally with these kind of controllers, what happens a lot is I'll like miss keys and I won't I won't always hit the button I'm trying to hit, and often like I'll go in the wrong direction, or like I don't know, I find that connection between I find a little bit more friction between that connection of like where I like plan to go and anticipate to go, and like in my brain think I'm going, and like what actually happens in the game, which is a lot of friction. And like for a game that's really important, like for our type of game where it's real time and actiony, it's quite important to have that really immediate response without those kind of barriers. So I think I'm gonna try a slightly different style of controller, and it is actually one that I've implemented kind of to a degree in the past, so it might be one that will be a little bit easier to figure out too. So first of all, I'm just going to change it so that we're not always on the title screen, because I don't want to watch that animation every time we test something. And we've already got a line of code for that in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Uncomment that one, comment out that one, and we're good to go. I'm just gonna do the cheater way of making it so I won't fall past that, just make my console a bit smaller. And yeah, there we go. Anyways, so I guess the first thing we need to do is actually make our control. No, wait, sorry, we're not doing controller buttons. God, I'm all over the place here. But anyways, we might do like one button later on, but it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be a little different here. I'm just thinking now, like for a game, because eventually we're gonna have guns, and the whole thing is I want to be able to shoot the guns in any angle from the character that you can, or that you want to. So like have like angular shooting in the game, and with obviously with a keyboard and mouse that's really easy, because you know the mouse can be where you're aiming at, and you can move with the keys. I do want to implement WSAD later, but anyways, for now it's just arrows, but whatever. So like you can be running around like this, jumping and aiming at the same time with the mouse. What I'm thinking might be the way to go for, I don't know, but I want to make it so, yeah, you can do cool like jump shots too, like be jumping through the air and still like boo 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 shooting down or something. That'd be really epic. And again, easy on keyboard, harder on touchscreen. So yeah, how are we gonna do this? Gotta actually plan this out slightly. So I'm gonna switch over to pencil and paper for a moment. I don't really have a good way of showing this off yet, so I don't know. I need like another camera, or just like a way to move this camera so easy or something. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so what I'm thinking is we just need like a way to determine whether you're moving on the screen or if you're aiming to shoot. And also something to like tell it that you want to jump. The thing for me with jumping is it kind of makes sense to have like a like a swipe motion would kind of make sense for a jump to me, because that would be pretty natural. You could sort of be moving with one hand and jump with the other. And then, ooh, I just thought of, okay, so hold on. If we had, you know what, I am gonna try and do something about this so you can see what I'm doing. This is not gonna be quality, I'm sorry about that, but I am just gonna shamelessly show my OBS, because yeah, don't really care. I'm just trying to make this so you guys can see what I'm blabbing on about. Okay, so go up there, keyboard, and yeah, this is not working out so hot, but don't fall. That's too far forward. Okay, this is so on the fly, it's not even funny. It's kind of funny. So, okay. Now I've just got this camera right in the where I put my arm, but anyways, and my hand is totally in the way, so I guess I'll come in from this angle. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we could have like the window of the game, something, you know, we've got like this as our window for the game. That's like our viewport. Then we divide the viewport in half, And if you're touching with one finger on this side of the screen, that's my weird hand that's touching with his like pinky finger for some reason. Let's just give him a pinky so that's a little less, or a thumb. Yeah, thumb. Anyways, so if you touch with one finger on this side of the screen, he'll move in that direction. One finger, move right. Same with this, but on the other side, if you touch with one, it'll be left. Right? And then when you want to jump, this is kind of a cool thing about this, is when you're, wow, yeah, that's pretty blurry, isn't it? Go here, focus there, focus. If I tap it, it'll focus, right? That extends to real life. Okay, this is pretty bad. I'm just gonna put it back to my face. I don't think this is particularly helpful for you guys. Not that my face is much more helpful, but you just get to see what it is. How's that? A little angled, but we can make it work. That's still good enough. Now, anyways, yeah, so if you touch with one finger on the right side, I'm thinking it'd make sense to move right. Touch with one finger on the left side, and he'll move left. Now, that frees you up to use one thumb on one side of the screen and one thumb on the other side of the screen, kind of like how you would hold a Game Boy, you know, like do-do-do. Or you know what, I'll just demonstrate with my phone. So holding one thumb there, one thumb there to move back and forth like that. That's what I'm thinking. And then when you want to jump, you'll already, most of the time, you'll be wanting to jump while you're running, right? So the thing that makes sense to me is you're already holding down right, let's say, to run. Then to jump, just swipe up and release. So a one finger swipe up and release would be a jump. And the thing is, like, because you're releasing, you're not holding the screen anymore. If we had just like it implemented the way we have it right now for the jumping, then you would just fall, right? Because right now, if you stop holding right mid jump, he just stops. But for one thing, that's actually not super realistic, because if you think about it, if you're in motion running and you jump in real life, and then you try to stop halfway through the jump and just fall straight down, you can't do that. That's not actually a thing that physics allows. So the physics here in our game isn't actually super realistic. And my goal for this game from the start was to have it more physics-y, like more realistic physics in the game. So it makes sense to me that when you're, hang on, let's switch back to me for a minute. It makes sense to me that when you're holding right and you swipe up and release, instead of stopping the jump because you've released your thumb, it'll continue the arc of the jump. And we can program that in with Phaser, hopefully with not too much difficulty. I always say that, and then it turns out to be just ridiculously hard for some reason, but that's the name of the game. Anyways, yeah, so one finger just holding is a move. So one finger hold is move. One finger swipe up plus release. Release. That's what I meant. Would give you jump. Okay. Cool. So that works. So what other things do we need for our controller? So we've got left and right movement covered. We've got jumping covered. The only thing that would be hard about our current setup is like there's no Yeah, like right now we can only jump when we're moving. We can't just do a straight up and down jump, which you might want to do at some point in the game. And plus the desktop controls allow for it, so I want the mobile experience to be just as good as the desktop experience in a perfect world. So yeah, it makes sense to me that we need a way to just jump up straight and down, not just like a moving jump. So because of the way we've got it right now, you'd only be able to do moving jumps. So I think the easiest thing, the thing that makes the most sense for me for this, it'll be a little bit, you'll need a little bit more finesse to control this on smaller screens. So like on a phone, it's going to be a little, well, actually I don't think so. You can probably, it's probably not going to be too bad. It might even be harder on bigger screens actually, now that I think about it, like tablets and stuff. But what I'm thinking is the further right you hold your thumb, although this is actually going to give like extra controls to mobile over desktop, where you get these controls on mobile but you don't get them on desktop, so I don't know how we feel about that. But anyways, you're gonna, yeah, the further right you slide on the screen, the faster he'll go up into his max speed, and then the further left on the keyboard or on the screen you hold, maybe there'll be like a threshold or something where eventually if you're holding it in the center it doesn't actually, or you know what, no, to keep it fair with desktop, why don't we just make it when you're holding to the far right he runs, and then when you're holding anywhere kind of near the center, nothing really happens, he'll just be ready to do a jump basically. We can make our own design of controllers, you think? Yeah, man, sure. Like, that'd be sweet. I just really like the idea of having the controller for, like, touchscreen games, like, feel like part of the game. When you add, like, those extra layers of controllers over the game, it kind of takes away from it, in my opinion, because, like, I was explaining this a little bit earlier, but one of the best things about, like, a Game Boy controller, for example, is I actually have a Game Boy that I can demo this with. One of the best things about these controllers is you've actually got real buttons, right? And they stick up from the device. So when you push them, you can feel that button go down with your thumb. You know what I mean? And so for me, that's like huge, but you lose that on a touchscreen, because on a touchscreen, you can still push the buttons, but the buttons don't actually, there's nothing that depresses, there's nothing that goes down. And they haven't invented that touchscreen technology yet, which I hope becomes a thing in the future, but at the moment there's no tactile feedback on a touchscreen. So that's why I'd like to make the controls like not this button style, but kind of like just touching anywhere on the screen you can control the game, you know, if that makes sense. So yeah, So okay, I gotta adjust this a little bit just for that last thing I was mentioning. One finger, hold, and it'll be far right. Or close to edge, maybe. Yeah, close to edge, that's even better. Close to edge. Move right. Yeah. How can we make the player fire guns? That's the next step. So what I'm thinking for that is because we need to have that angular, we need to have it so that they can aim in any direction, not just like shoot forward or whatever. Obviously on a keyboard and mouse that's really easy because you've got the keyboard for movement and you've got the mouse that can be where you're aiming. But on a touchscreen, what I'm thinking we'll do is, and this is actually better now that we have a place where you can rest your finger on the screen without moving. What I'm thinking is we just hold down so we just hold down two thumbs, like both of your thumbs on the screen at the same time. Yeah, sort of double tap. So, here, like, so what I'm thinking is for shooting, you hold down one thumb, then you put the other thumb down, and when you have both thumbs down, he'll take out his gun and he'll aim in the direction that you create between your thumbs, between your first thumb and your second thumb. So you can shoot like this to like aim up, or like shoot forward or down or whatever, right? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Oops. So yeah, that's the next thing I was going to write down on here was so I've kind of got a drawing. I don't know if this is going to make any sense, but yeah, I did install the live sharing, dude. I've got it all ready to go. I sent you a link on Discord. Yeah, check your Discord if see if it works. I don't know, man. I've never done it. This is exciting. Okay, you got it. Cool, man. Yeah, let's try it. You know, I'm gonna draw this a little bit better. You're installed? All right, man. I don't want to open the little panel just yet because it like shows off all my stuff. Like it shows off our. Oh no, it doesn't. Sorry, never mind. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I've got you as a suggested contact already. That's kind of cool. Spell edge, apparently. Do I have to start a thing on here? I know there was a somewhere to start a call. Oh, share. Oh, I'm sharing via Visual Studio Live as Kirk already, apparently. Okay, apparently I'm already sharing. Whoa, share server? What? Cool. Do you want to start an audio call, dude? If you want. Only if you want. We don't have to, but it'd be cool. Wait. Okay. Okay. I'll wait. I'm just rewriting the mobile control spec. So for running, you just hold near the edge of the left or right side. To jump, oh, you've got a problem installing the extension. Okay. Are you maybe like, are you on an older VS Code maybe or something? Just a thought. Because I only installed this like a couple days ago, so, or, wait, no, longer than that. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on, I have a, oh no, wait, my bad. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I'm getting confused. I am elderly. I'm an elderly person who like didn't take care of themselves. That's like me at my current age. Oh, net framework issue. Okay, I can't help you there, man. Sorry, I don't know. Alright, so I've got running, jumping. Oy. Yeah, anyway. Oh my god. Wow, my computer almost went to sleep in the middle of a stream. That's probably not. I should probably be doing stuff. Sorry, I'm just drawing on a piece of paper, but I haven't got a good way to show that on camera just yet. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just writing out the last little part of our spec. So we've got running, jumping, and aiming and shooting. Shooting and aiming. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm thinking for shooting and aiming, just once more, is that you place your second thumb on the screen. Switch back cameras again here. So for shooting, you would place, you've got one finger down already, and if you're on the edge, you're moving, but if you're more in the center, you're just stationary. And you place a second thumb down, and then you can aim by creating an angle between your two fingers, or thumbs, or whatever appendages you have available to you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then that rounds off all our controller needs, because we'll have running, jumping, and shooting, and aiming, which are all the controls you get on desktop, so we're sorted for mobile. Yeah, no pressure on getting that install all sorted out in ManuWebs. It doesn't have to be tonight that we do the live stuff. That just would be really cool, and like I've never even seen that before anywhere, so like we might even be doing like a whole cool new thing. I don't know. But yeah, again, no pressure though. If it doesn't happen tonight, no big deal. We'll get it sometime. Cool. Alrighty, so just gonna write up my little last thing, then we're good. Yeah, no worries, man. Don't worry about it. Create an angle between your fingers to aim. And maybe, like, it depends on the weapon, but, like, if it's a automatic weapon, it'll just start shooting automatically, but if it's, like, a rocket launcher or something, maybe you have to, like, touch once to like load the gun and then release it to like shoot it or something, like release your second finger, thumb, whatever. Yeah, so that works. I think that'll be good. We don't actually have all the sprite work ready to do like his like angular arms and stuff, so for now I'm just gonna like have stuff shooting out of his body in every direction, and it's gonna look super weird, but we'll fix that up later. I just don't feel like doing animation right now. I think it's more we're on a coding roll right now, so keep that going. Yeah, so yeah, okay, so I guess let's just start implementing. I suppose it would make sense to implement it on desktop first, because this is kind of a desktop focused game, plus half of our desktop controls are already working. And it'll give us a little bit of useful background information too for like actually like calculating the angles for the projectiles and creating projectiles for that matter in Phaser, because I don't think I've ever done that. So yeah, let's get started. So shooting so we can put this aside for now because that's mobile controls, and maybe I'll like do up a nice little spec for that in our next one. Or wait, sorry, the goal of this stream was we were going to get mobile controls working. So for now, we'll just get the same controls we have on desktop, i.e. jumping and running. But one thing, I want to make one small adjustment to the jumping first. Well, two actually, because that jump is a little bit too high now, so 450 let's say. And that's easy. The other one is... where would we change it? I changed it, I played around with it already actually, believe it or not. Right, yeah, so instead of just anything else, we're actually going to maintain our x velocity if we're in the air. So if this.mc.body.blocked, if it isn't blocked, then we set it to 0. Wait, no. No, sorry, if it is blocked, then we set it to, whoops, then we set it, the velocity to 0 because he's actually on the ground. But if he's not blocked, then that velocity is staying the same. If you've jumped, you're jumped. You can't like back out of it. This isn't Mario. We're doing like a proper like real physics game. So here we go. Well, let's see what this looks like. Well, it's gonna be a little hard because you guys can't really see what I'm doing with the keyboard, but okay, so that we'd have to change that somehow then to shoot. Whatever, we can come back to that, but for now that's just a little physicsy weirdness in our game. But okay, ready? I'll try it on this little flatland first. So running, jump. Oh, it didn't work. Okay. Damn. I was like 100% sure that was gonna work. So really, did it update? Yes. We'll figure this out. Why isn't it working? So if the body is blocked, we'll set it to 0. Why the hell does that not work? What I'm trying to get it to do is make it so that if you're already in the air, if you've jumped, that you're gonna like, you're jumping, so you're in motion and you don't have any friction stopping you on the ground, so you're just gonna keep jumping, like you're gonna keep that momentum. You can't just like jump, be in an arc moving, and then stop halfway through and fall like you can in Mario, because you can't do that in real life. If you run and jump, you're going in that direction until you touch the ground again, right? That's out of your control. Anyway, yeah, so not sure why this isn't working, but okay, well, let's see. Let's just log some stuff so we can watch it. Oh, right. Yes, I know why it's not working. I know, because I'm silly. Down, we have to specify the direction. Whoopsie daisies. I'm bad. Okay, here we go. Oh, good, and that's fixed that as well. Cool. So see, watch. If I jump now and try to push... Oh. Okay. Slight problem, but... Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, it almost worked. If you run, jump, and then release your finger, he keeps the jump. He keeps jumping, see? No hands. He's still moving in that direction because he started that jump with that momentum. That's what we want. We just have to make it so you can't turn around halfway mid-jump. That's not exactly what we're going for. So that's because we're able to enter these conditions. So I guess we could just add this. Or you know what we'll do? Touching the ground equals that. Else if touching ground. So if you're touching the ground, you're that. So if you're not touching the ground, wait, no, it would be the same. If you are, and so actually, you know what we could do? We could just wrap this whole thing in, put that back to an else, And then we'll just go like this because it's going to be and for every condition. So we can just say if touching ground, we'll just nest this if. Oopsie daisies. Not like that. Cool. And then it's like that. So now you can only change direction, or well, hopefully you can only change, yeah, you can, if you're falling in that direction, and you can't go back, yeah, you can't change direction mid-jump, you can't double jump yet, but we'll add a double jump later maybe, just because, you know, some physics make sense, but it makes sense to keep, but other physics we should just be crazy about. Anyways, so yeah, okay. It's gonna make the gameplay harder though, because you can't, yeah, like that already. It's like, how do I get out of here now? This is tricky. Okay, apparently like that, and then, okay. You have to be really pre-calculated about your jumps now. It's interesting. It's still playable, like it's not, it's harder, but it's not impossible. Oh, that's gonna be a bummer. Every time if you go like that, not like that, if you go like that, and you hit a wall, and you'll slide up, but you won't pass the wall when you get to the top. You just slide up and go whoop, like that. So maybe we'll look at fixing that in the future too, but for now I think it's okay. It works. So okay, we've got the controls basically exactly as we want them on desktop, aside from a little bit of physics weirdness. The movement controls, that is. We'll handle aiming and shooting maybe tonight, maybe another stream. I think it's probably going to be another stream, realistically. I'm trying to get better about estimating how long things will take me, because that's a very valuable skill for any programmer to have. Anyways, so now we need to just create these same controls, but on a touch screen. And because I can't, I mean, I guess I could throw it up on my iPad somehow, but for the purpose of this stream, I'm just going to use the device emulator, make it kind of tablet-y, something like this. Oh, apparently that's as big as I can make it, like that? Okay. Or make it like a phone, I guess. Some kind of wide phone. And now, oh, okay, now wide phone, otherwise we're gonna fall past the thing and there's now nothing we can do about it. You'll just be falling in a loop forever. Okay, so see right now that does nothing because this is simulating a touch on the screen. It's not a click event anymore. This would be a touch event, which is what we want in this case, because we want to actually differentiate between a touch and a click in this game. That's important for us. Now the question is, how do you do that in Phaser? Because I don't remember. Phaser 3 touch event. Hopefully this will just take us right to the lab. Cool, whatever, labs.phaser, we'll get there somehow. So it won't be under events, because events always refers to like creating your own events in this game. I think it'll be somewhere else maybe. Oh, input, that's what it is. Input, okay, here we go. Cursors, no, we've got that already. Keyboard, we're gonna do a little later. Dragging, no. Multi-touch, that's what we want. Touch 2 inputs, multi-drag. Well, I can't really test any of this because I only got one click. I could test it on my phone, but you guys aren't going to be able to see that. But the point is, we're not going to actually need to test multi-touch until... Oh, nice, that's so easy. If this.input.pointer1 is down, and you just have to add some pointers. So in our case, we're only going to need 2 to keep things simple. Because I think having a game where you're touching with like more than just your thumbs is too much for a game. Some people might disagree with me on that, but that's just what I think. That's actually super easy. I thought that was going to be way harder. Okay, so first things first, we're going to just touch. Again, we're actually not technically going to need multi-touch yet, but it helps. It'll help us later. So multi-touch is enabled at this point, and now all we have to do is create a couple constants for these bad boys right here. Not all of them, just those two. Fine, whatever, just one then. Just let me copy things. Okay, so I'm gonna start setting up constants for everything actually, because that just makes life way more readable later on. So let's say touch 1 or touch 1, because we don't want to say touch left or touch right, because we don't actually know. Well, we know what side of the screen they're on, but we don't know. Like, we can't label this their right thumb, this their left thumb. We don't know which hand they're using. We only know that this one touched first, that one touched second. Just a little bit more weirdness when dealing with touch screens, but it's okay. It's all stuff that is figured out and has solved problems. So touch 1 is that thing we just copied, and touch 2 is the exact same, just 2. Although he's using pointers here, which I think means you can use your mouse or the touch. I could be wrong. That might be old things. That could be old knowledge, but... Oh, yeah, okay, apparently you can't use your finger on this demo, so I think we're good. Just exit out of that. Okay, so if touch... So for the we're actually not going to use touch 2 yet, because we're not onto like the actual multi-touch in our game yet. Right now we're just dealing with single touch. So I'm going to make like a big comment here. Oops. Let's say make a capital T. Oops. Computer controls. Caps lock is cruise control for cool, obviously. And animation logic isn't even control logic, so actually we'll give it its own thing as well. It gets a caps lock one as well. Animation logic and touch controls. Cool. Then maybe in the future we can add in like game controller controls as well. So I know that's a feature that Phaser supports. My buddy made a game that works with that, works with a controller, so that's pretty cool. We can add that in later too. Okay, so first things first, we need player left, right control logic. Then we're gonna need player jump logic, just like above. So for the control logic, it's gonna be a little different than what we're doing up here. I guess the first thing we're gonna need to do is we're gonna just wrap the whole thing in, again, if touching ground actually. So if touching ground, yeah. Then we'll say if this dot create, get out of your VSCode, I will fix that one day. If this dot, not if this dot, if touch 1, so if one of the one of our thumbs is touching the screen, and we need like another constant to say where on the screen it's touching. So let's say touching right. No, we started at left on the other side, so touching left edge. We'll add that constant in a minute, and then we'll say else if touch 1, again, not touch 2, because touch 2 means they have 2 fingers down, and in our case, for running and back and forth, like walking, we're only ever going to have 1 thumb on the screen, is the theory. So touch 1 again, so else if touch 1, and touching right edge, then we'll move right, or let's just say move left, move right, and lastly, if we're not touching at all, well actually if touch 1 is down, it still could be if touch 1, because if they touch anywhere in the center, he's not going to move. And we need that for our later logic, as we've spec'd out the whole thing already, me and Emmanuel, we're good to go on that, but yeah, so otherwise just stop movement. Okay, so yeah, next thing we need to define are these couple of constants, which we'll define, because it doesn't really matter. Well, it does actually sort of matter. So why don't we do it like this? Because this way we know. So if they're touch, no, we can't do it like that. Shoot, hang on, sorry guys. Let's see, so if, yeah, okay, we'll just do it in here, I guess, if they're touching the ground. No, if, let's just put it here for now, and if it gives us problems, we'll debug it later, but I think here should be fine. We just need, the touch position now. I think that would just be somewhere in pointer 1. So let's just log pointer 1 and see where that shows up. What is it? This dot input dot pointer 1. Okay, so yep, down X, down Y, right there. That should be what we're looking for. And up X, up Y. Oh, cool, so we can get the difference between where they, oh, hold on, maybe not. That down is probably where they first pushed. Which, maybe is actually what we want to use. Yeah, let's use that for now, and, or no, actually we want to keep it, because if they slide their fingers into the middle of the screen, we want him to stop. So, how many lines of code do we have right now? So it asks Chen Yongdong? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. How many lines of code? Yeah, I don't know. Good question. Do you know a command for that? I have no idea. GitHub will tell us, like, what the percentages are. Well, it's 96% JavaScript, but how many lines of code? I don't know. On our current file, on our this game scene we're working on, we've got 137, but there's more than just this one scene, so yeah, I don't know. To answer your question, I'm not too sure, sorry. But anyway. So we're not, anyways, we weren't using down X though. We need to find the actual position, I think, which is this, I imagine. Position and previous position. Oh, cool. Okay, so yeah, okay, so let's say position.x, I suppose, is what we want. So for touching left edge, we'll go like this. Touching left edge equals this dot input dot pointer1 dot position dot x is less than, let's give it some arbitrary threshold. Actually, let's not hard code this. Let's put this in a constant somewhere. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this as an opportunity to make like a little extra config for our game. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. on one thought, yes. On the other thought, not right now. We'll just define it up here. Yeah, you can't install the live share, man. Oh, you can't. Oh, bummer. Oh, man. That sucks. How come? What's the problem? Anyways, I'm just going to keep working on this. Let's say edge width equals, let's just make it like 200, and if that's too big, I wonder if it should even be a, yeah, let's just make it a, let's keep it simple for now and make it more complicated if we need it to be more complicated later, but I think this is fine. 200, let's just try 200, and if it's too far away, then we'll fiddle with it. But it has to work on every screen size, so yeah, actually making it a percentage wouldn't make sense, because then on tablets it might be like gigantic and too hard to get it into the middle. You'd have to like move your hands like this. It's not helping anyone. So, wait, what was I doing? Right, yeah, edge, whatever I called it. So, computer controls, we're good on. So if the pointer position X is less than the, whatever we called it, edge width, the edge width, then we know they're touching on not only the left side of the screen, but they're touching on within that little 200 pixel range on the side. That's where they're putting their thumb, not on the right of that, but to the left of that. That's why less than. Okay, so actually we could just do less than or equal to maybe, just so that if they're right on the edge of the edge, then that'll still count it. So constant touching right edge equals, again, this dot input dot pointer one dot position dot x is greater than or equal to, okay, so in this case it's greater than or equal to because it's to the right of the position, would be on the right padding edge, whatever we're calling it. But we can't just say edge width again, because that means it would be anytime it's to the right of the left edge of the right edge of the left edge. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, we need to account for the screen could be any size, so we need to account for that, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll say is greater than or equal to this, no, not this, sorry, window dot inner width minus edge width. So that means we're going to the edge of the screen and then backtracking 200 pixels, and if the x is greater than that line, imaginary line, then we're touching on the right edge. Make sense? Lost like most of our viewership with that explanation, but I will be the James May of programming. I will explain everything to death. That's just how I roll. Anyways, so yeah, we got our constants defined. That's good. Now, so yeah, now we just have to actually implement the logic, which is going to be the exact same as this. I know, dry code, you shouldn't be copying and pasting your code in different places, but this is an MVP. This is the MVP of the MVP. And then we have to do the jump logic too, which that might actually be a little bit more challenging, getting the swipe captured. Actually, the jump, you know what? If we've got that, yeah, it might not actually be as bad as I'm thinking, so we'll try it here. Right, so, yeah, let's test this. So it should work if we touch on the left or right side of the screen. It won't while we're falling, but look. And if we move it to the center, he stops. But if we touch on the edge, he moves. He'll keep moving because of that directional falling stuff we made. It only works when we're pushing down, not if we just hover over it, which obviously because there's no hover state for touch screens. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh no, that's right. So that's as far as we can go, about there. So I think that might be a little huge on small phones, so I think we're gonna have to tone that down to like 100 or something. So see, I was thinking of going bigger, but actually, in theory, we should be going smaller to account for phones. So now we can go to there. That still might even be too big. Let's make it like, I don't know, 60 or something. Yeah, now it's like really just the edge. Like that's how far close you have to be to the edge to keep it moving. And now we just need a whoop, like that. Like a whoop, 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 whoop. Detect that. Hold down, release. Release and swipe up. So how can we get a release and swipe up gesture? I know one way to do it would be to rely on another dependency, like install something with Node, go find a library for gestures, but you know, we've made it this far on our own gestures, so I'd kind of like to keep trekking on that and see if we can make this gesture ourselves. Plus, just learning how to do that stuff is, for me, really fun and really cathartic, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we need it to start, we kind of need to capture like 2 phases of the animation in a way. Or, you know what else we could do? I'm gonna change up this code a little bit. I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna say we're gonna use some neat ESX features. So if pointer 1, so we're defining pointer 1 and pointer 1 to come from this input. So that means they're keys of this input, this dot input. And then we have to change it up a little down here. We'll just have to say pointer 1 dot is down. Pointer 1 dot is down. I think you dropped out there for a minute, dude, but we just used some ES6 deconstruction here to take out the pointer 1 and pointer 2 variables from input. And then we just changed it up a little down here to say pointer 1 dot is down and pointer 1 is down again. But the reason we did it like that is now we're going to do the jump logic, which means he also has to be touching the ground. So, oh yeah, actually we can just delete that from there and go like this. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start knocking as a lost control. Let's make this constant as well. We'll say jump height. we're gonna move this. It's not. This is not actually where this is gonna live forever. This is just for now. What was it? 350. I think. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, so anyways, right there. Set the velocity to the negative jump height. So that is going to be the same result, but we're going to say if swipe up, maybe? This dot mc dot set velocity y to the negative jump height. Not much for that player jump logic, but there it is, player jump logic. But now, this is going to be the fun part, is we're going to have to actually define the that swipe up constant we've got there. Maybe let's call it swiped up, swiped up, because it'll be kind of past tense. It'll have already happened at this point by like 1 frame or something. So, what can we play with to get swiped up? We could just set it to true, in which case he'd be jumping all the time. That would be funny. We'll just be bouncing off the ground. Ready? Doink. 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 This would be a funny game, actually, right here, in itself, like a pogo stick. Doink. Doink. Too far. No. Doink. Doink. Oh, we're trapped forever. We're doomed. Doink. 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 Yeah, we're doomed. Anyways, not the point. That was kind of a tangent. Not what we're going to be doing, because we don't want him to just be jumping like a rabbit the whole time. We want him to... So it's, yeah, again, it's 2-phase, so it's kind of like... I guess for one thing, we'll say pointer 1 dot... let's console log pointer 1 again and just see what we get. Because I bet you pointer 1 is going to have all the properties we need to actually make this thing happen. Oh, nice! It's only going to log it like once every few seconds because of the jump now. So anyway, pointer 1. Okay, so it's not down at all right now. So this is actually a good test for us. Oh, you know what would be a better test? Is if we do the action we want to do. So we just did that. Now let's see what pointer 1 looks like after doing that. So let's see, down X. So it's got a down X and a down Y. It's got an up X and an up Y. And up Y is negative 115. So maybe that up Y is relative to the down Y. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, that's actually so helpful, because then if up Y is negative, that means they swiped up. Although maybe we should have it like a threshold, like negative and it's like less, yeah, it's less than a certain amount or something. Not less than 0, but less than like 25 or something, just so they actually didn't just move it a tiny bit, because that could be annoying. Need like a little bit of a threshold there. So really it's just if pointer 1's dot, yeah, if pointer 1 up X, no, pointer 1 is down, is if pointer 1 dot just up. Interesting. Let's say try that. Yeah, let's try it, just up. So swiped up would be pointer 1 dot just up, and pointer1 dot what? Oh wait, no, because in our case it's actually false, but maybe it won't be. Let's just try it. So pointer1 dot just up and pointer1 dot up y is less than negative, let's say, swipe threshold. Really need to learn how to spell. Oops, that's not gonna help me. Res, so threshold. Threshold. I actually spelled it right. Anyways, and we'll define negative the threshold up here. So we'll say const swipe threshold is like, say, like 25, so that it has to be like at least a distance of 25 pixels, which isn't very much, so it's still pretty easy to trigger, but hopefully it's enough that, yeah, where is GX Evolved? I don't know. He's been here for like every single one of these so far, and this is the first time he's not. I wonder if I hope the live coding didn't scare him off, because I mean, yeah, that would be a bummer, but I don't know. I'll message him on Discord later and make sure he's okay and everything. I'm sure he's okay, he's probably just got other stuff he's doing. Anyways, yeah, let's try it. This might work by itself, that'd be amazing. So, okay, good. We're not just jumping randomly anymore. Okay, but that just... Oh! Hey, look at that. Yeah. I think the just up is what's not working for us. I thought that might be a pain point. So we'll say is... So pointer1 is not down, so it's up. I was looking for like another constant, but I just realized it's the opposite of pointer down, so it's like, yeah, why would they make that? Still not really working for us though. Just up worked. Oh, there, worked again. Whoa, but now it's maniacally doing it over and over again. That's odd. Okay. I knew this was going to be the hard part of this stream for sure. But we're only an hour and 18 minutes in, and we've already got like this for touch controls, so that's a win. But yeah. Makes it impossible to land on that island though, our new jump logic. I've got a theory. Maybe we don't actually need to like release it to jump. Just swipe up, like kind of just jerk your thumb up a little bit to do a jump. Maybe that would be enough. Oh, you know what? I have another theory. Let's just see what this is looking like the majority of the time. It might surprise us. Maybe it doesn't even reach 25. Maybe 25 is way too high of a threshold. Yeah, it's 0 the whole time. Oh. Oh, because it's the up Y. Hold on. I'm doing that wrong. Be position dot Y. Oh, no, it wouldn't. It'd be... No, we kind of do want to do the up Y, don't we? Maybe, I have another idea of what we might be able to do, but... Because right now, I bet you it's going to work, but the problem is... Oh, weird. Okay. Oh, no, that won't work. Hold on. Got another theory. Another theory. I think this one will actually work, though. I think this is a good idea. So we'll go like this. We'll say if pointer 1 dot is up, aka pointer 1 is not down, and pointer 1 dot up. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Isn't this what we just had? Pointer 1 dot up y is less than swipe threshold. Hey, that kind of worked. And that's, I knew that was going to happen, but click should reset it, yeah. That kind of works. I think that threshold might be too large though, because it's a little, it's not quite as sensitive as I was hoping. I was hoping just a little nudge would do it, but right now you gotta really swing it. But let's change that threshold first. That's a low-hanging fruit, that's kind of easy. Let's change it to like 10 pixels maybe, because we don't want it to be too trigger happy with the jump. Otherwise it's going to be like anytime you lift your thumb off it's going to jump, but this is something a little debugging trick I like to do in times like this, where you don't know exactly why your condition isn't being entered. Get rid of all of your things and just log out all the variables and the states you're looking for. So it'll be, if the pointer's up, that'll be true. That'll be the position they released it in, I think, is what that variable is supposed to mean. And, or no, the oh, maybe I might be wrong about that. We'll figure it out anyways. We'll find out. That's up y, and that's the threshold, which is actually always going to be the same, so we don't really need that. But okay, yeah, that number is definitely not what I am thinking it is. Oops. Go down here so we can't jump off the edge. Okay, so that is just the straight y value. That's not... Yeah, okay, I'm silly. That's not like a difference. That's just the straight y value. So we're gonna need to just change this up a little bit. This is where I think my brain was trying to take me. So pointer 1 dot down y minus, I guess, minus the absolute value. Yeah. Yeah, so we need the absolute value of this. So that should be our swipe, our difference. Now let's go test it. Show it to the world. And yes, no dice. Oh. Oh, cause it's... Oh, cause it's... yeah, yeah, because it's absolute, so now the swipe threshold doesn't have to be negative. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't right. Oh, it seems to not work. It's like the opposite of what we want. It's like when you swipe up. Okay, does swiping down stop it? No. Swipe up. Stops it. Okay, so it's just this whole thing is the opposite of what we want. So, I mean, I'm almost tempted to just go like that. Just swap it. Because watch, this will work. It's like the worst coding in the world, but it'll work. It's like, I don't know why this whole thing doesn't work, but if it's backwards, so if you, whoop, no, okay, I was wrong. It doesn't even work. Okay. Okay, never mind. This isn't, okay. That's just bad coding anyway, so we shouldn't do that. So let's do something else here. Let's say if pointer 1 dot is down, so if pointer 1 isn't down, if it's up, then we'll just log out these two numbers. Which in theory, in my mind, means the number that you... Oh, I think... Oh, I know what's wrong. Maybe. Hold on. We might not have to do this at all. I think I might have my absolute in the wrong position here. Brackets are fine on that side, but yeah. So if that is actually, we want it to be greater than the swipe threshold. I think. Oh wait, no, but that's not gonna count. That's gonna let us swipe in any direction. So, okay, we need... This is getting a little out of hand here, but I might clean this up a bit later just to make it way more readable, but if, okay, one last thing, and this might work. Pointer 1 dot up y is less than pointer 1 dot down y, then all this. Good God, that's like a terrifying if statement, but okay, swipe down, nothing happens, swipe left, nothing happens, swipe right, it kind of happens, but I think I went up too high, so that might be why. Yeah. Swipe up, and there, he jumps. He still does that auto continuous jump, but we can fix that in a minute. Actually, I wonder. I just want to try one little change here. Can't remember what the property's called though. Just up is false. Darn. Was touched, was cancelled. Up time. What is up time? Oh, is that like... I don't know. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Emmanuel, you beat me to it. But yeah, we're using Phaser version 3 right now, and we're also using Webpack and Babel, so we can write that Phaser 3 code in ES6 JavaScript because it is compatible with that. And ES6 is just so much more beautiful. You can do stuff like this. We're actually writing real object-oriented classes, all that stuff. So it's not based on Canvas, but SVG. No, definitely not. It's Canvas. It's Canvas. SVG would be like it'd be cool. You could do really cool stuff, but it would also be really, really hard on the machine. I don't know that you'd be able to get good frame rates even slightly at all. So anyways, we've almost got our up swipe gesture working. It's a little outrageous at the moment, but it's almost working. Or it is working actually, but we just need to make it not work when, so yeah, there's probably a better way of doing this, but what I'm gonna do is just make a little flag that goes, wait, hold on, where are we gonna set this? I guess, yeah, this will be like on the, yeah, we're gonna have to refactor this hardcore, but anyways, for now, we'll just put it here. I've got like constants in 2 places, this is terrible, but anyways, this dot, these are things I'm kind of thinking refer to the character, whereas these are more things that I'm thinking refer to like the, oh, I just realized you can't see where I'm pointing on the screen, but these are more character related, these are more world / just general game config related. But anyway, not enough of that. We need oh wait, maybe we could use velocity. No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, we just need like a jump state or whatever. Let's just make it something a little more readable though. Is jumping, or just jumped, how about? Just jumped equals false, Basil, false. So just jumped, so now we've got that. We can say, I really should be doing something a little bit differently here. I'm gonna refactor a lot of this, but right at the top, I'm gonna just say const just jumped equals this, and I'll start extracting all these variables like MC and cursors and all this stuff we can extract into their own, so we don't have to keep saying this dot, this dot, this dot every time. We can extract all that with deconstructors or destructors or whatever they're called. Anyways, so now we've got our just jumped variable. So if the pointer is not down, so if the pointer's up, and they didn't just jump, which is what it's initialized to, that's true. Wait, so actually, wait, I need to think. This might not work, hold on. Crap. I just want a flag to say like, in air, not in air, basically. But where are we gonna reset it? That's the hard part. Or, you know what, this is even more jank, but this is properly jank, but since this is gonna get called, okay, this is bad, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna say let is jumping equal false, or equal true, No. Start is false. Whatever, yeah. Is jumping. It starts as false. And then... Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's say, pointer 1 old equals pointer 1. Yeah, okay, this is how we're gonna do it. And actually that can just be a const as well. No, wait. No, actually. No, damn it. We can't define it in the update function. We have to define it up here. So we'll say this dot pointer 1 old equals false. So it starts false. It's never true at the beginning. It's never anything at the beginning. And we'll say, we'll extract it again. So we'll say pointer 1 old. Why don't we change it to pointer 1 previous? For pointer 1 previous is starts as false. Then, a little later down, here, we're gonna say, and so if pointer 1, so if the current pointer is up, but the old pointer, if the old pointer is still down, yeah, I think this is how we're gonna have to do it. So that means if the pointer is, yeah, wow, this if statement is so ugly, but anyways, it's gonna work. At the very bottom of our whole update function, we're gonna set pointer 1 old, or previous, I mean, equals pointer 1. Update our previous. Update our previous variables to the next state. Then, don't need that console log anymore. So starts as false. Oh, and I'm using old in here, aren't I? Yes, change that to previous. Okay. Whoa. Just jumped is not. Okay, well, yeah, hopefully it's fine now. It's not fine now. Okay. Whoa, it's exploding. Everything's exploding. Pointer 1 previous. Oh, because I'm defining it. Oh, no, hold on. That's not even slightly, right? That's, we gotta do this dot pointer 1 previous, because that's how we're storing it outside of the update function. What is that? Can you not change them? I know this isn't good coding, really. Like, technically this is not really how you should be doing this, but... Why is that throwing an error now? Oh, whole thing. Yeah, that probably wasn't even compiling correctly. Okay, there we go. This should now work. Swipe up. Oh, come on, really? Swipe in any direction? Swipe in moving? No, nothing. Damn. Okay, well, let's see. I know it looks like a lot right now, but we're in the thick of things. It's gonna look crazy for a bit, but
Turn toward me, look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie.
oh, but perhaps. No, that's never triggering properly. It's always both. There's never a. We're looking for a false true, but we're only getting false false. False false, false false. True true, true true. So let's just change it to this. See what this, if this reveals anything. Touches down for one tap, I think. So there's Emman webs. Okay. Yeah, so that's never true, so that means my thing's not working at all, so they're always the same. Why is that? Because wouldn't they be indifferent? Oh, wait. This might be some JavaScript weirdness that we're up against right now that I think about it. Because I think there's a thing where, like, if you mute... This is why you don't mutate your variables. Like, or this is one of the reasons why I think that mutating variables is a bad idea. Excuse me. Yeah, because if you mutate, like, a variable, I think it changes it in both places or something. I don't know. There's something weird about that, and there's a reason people don't do it, and this might be one of those reasons. So I'm gonna look at what you're saying, Emmanuel. So touch is down for one tap, you think? Oh, so wait. So are you saying that touch dot is down means it's only? Hang on. Let's log this stuff right at the top of the update function, but. Is that like only for a tap? Maybe it's not like if they're holding it down? I would imagine that that means they're holding it down, but well, let's test it. So false, 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 it's always false. True. No, if I hold it, it stays true. If I hold the screen down, it stays true. So I think that's, we're good there. Yeah, I don't know, let's see. Just bonkers. But why, now pointer one previous though, that's what's... Actually no, because pointer one previous would be a reference. Okay, but that might be the weirdness again. Hang on. Hold on now. Let's just look at the actual pointer object again. There's got to be like some property that'll help us out here. I'm sure. You can get the position of the touch. We can get the position of the touch. Yeah. Oh, I think I might see where you're going with that. Oh wait, that's never gonna tell us anything because we're not actually entering that condition at all right now. Get the position of the touch. Yeah. I'm just looking real quick for something that might like indicate that we've moved by like a certain amount. Wait, maybe previous position. Yeah. You can get the position of the touch, question mark? Yeah, we can. So get position of the touch in the previous instance and the current instance, or like the frame. So, you know what, for now, this is getting a little out of hand, so I'm just gonna go like that. And we'll say, just set it to true again, just so we'll get that bunny effect. So you can get the position, the X and Y axis of the touch, and we can check the travel position on that maybe. Yeah, so like we were kind of doing that to check if it was over a certain threshold, and that was working. But the only thing that wasn't working about this, actually, hold on, you know what, I'm not even gonna do that. I am gonna leave this crazy logic that we have in this condition, but I'm just gonna take out this one chunk right here. So watch, if we do have it so that it's checking the difference between the like how far it traveled, we've got that part, but the part that's wrong with it, the only thing that's wrong with it is it doesn't switch off. So it doesn't know to like stop checking after. So watch, ready? Whoop. So we've got it like that. But see, that's the problem, is that it just keeps bouncing. And I think I'm going like overly complicated to solve it. I think there's got to be an easier way than what we're doing. But yeah, see, so swipe, oops, I swiped a little too far up. I think that threshold actually should be a little higher. Let's change it to like 20. But yeah, so in our touch controls, so here, watch. So if you swipe up, it'll jump. And then if you swipe forward, well, you can, yeah, that threshold is still pretty, but if you swipe forward, nothing happens. Swipe backwards, nothing happens. Swipe down, nothing happens, but swipe up. So it does kind of work, it's just that he keeps jumping over and over and over until you touch the screen again. That's when it like resets all the pointer variables, I suppose, and yeah, that's when all those properties get reset. So, oh, hold on, I think right now we might not even be able to do an angular jump. Oh shoot, yeah, that's not brilliant. Hang on, I've got another theory. What if we just remove that condition completely, and so then you don't actually have to release the screen to jump, you just have to nudge up. That might be a better way of doing it, actually. Oh, no. Oh, I think I tried that before and this is what happened, yeah. Okay, hold on. Why is that happening now? So if pointer 1 up Y is less than pointer 1 down Y, that's good, that should be there, that's right. And so let's just log out everything and see what the values actually are. I think this might be the way to go, is actually just to simplify it so we don't have to check if they're releasing the screen. Because maybe they want to keep holding the screen and keep running when they land, and they don't want to have to like release and touch again. Maybe. It's kind of a reasonable UX case. So, not that, but we want that. Oh. Wait, I think... Actually, maybe we still need to have the pointer dot is down, but we need to reverse it. Oops. Okay, so instead of... Yeah, it would have to be down. It wouldn't make sense. Yeah, okay, let's just try this. I have a hunch. Oh, still doing that. Okay, no, so let's... Okay, that doesn't work. Let's just start from scratch and work it out. So, before we do anything, let's just log some stuff that'll be useful for us figuring this out. Or, no, sorry, what am I doing? Oh, hold on. Don't want it to also be logging the pointer. It's gonna get confusing. So right now, oh yeah, okay, so that's, I think. Yeah, okay, so I think what we need to do is we just need to say, so it will actually still be releasing. Man, okay, I keep going back and forth on this, but we're gonna get it. Up, Y, no, down Y, minus pointer one dot up Y. But do we want that to be absolute? I think so. So then it's just getting the straight distance. If that is greater than the swipe threshold, oops, not swipe, swipe threshold, then in theory they have swiped up. But again, we're still dealing with that constant. I just want to see one last, I want to watch one last property because I'm so sure this might help us. Just down. This might be the key. Oh no, it's not quite. It's all if they. That's for like getting a click versus a hold, I suppose. But I don't think that'll work for a swipe because if we. Oh, maybe it will. fastest bowler. But Gale26, what's up? We're just figuring out our swipe up logic to get our character jumping, and it's very, very close, but it's not quite working. And I think I've got a theory about some... I'm really, like, there's this property that we're using, or that... Oh, I have an end key again. Oh, that's the dream. Home and end. Cool. I love having a full keyboard. Anyways, not important. Yeah, so I think this might be the missing link. Just down. So if it was just down, and whoop, whoop. Got a compiler error, I'm thinking. I just messed up my JavaScript here somewhere. Oh yeah, I need another one of those right there. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. It's still doing that crap. Why is it? You have a 10 key list, so you can relate. All my keys are on G60 for numpad, but it's kind of incomplete. Oh yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm not even using a cool keyboard. I'm just using like a cheap. He gave it. I bought the whole computer for like $350, and he included a keyboard, a mouse, and a monitor actually. Awesome deal, but yeah, it's just nice. Did I just unplug my keyboard? One moment, guys. I think I just unplugged my keyboard. Definitely didn't. Okay, but I killed my keyboard. Oh, no I didn't. It's just really slow and behind. That's weird. Okay, so note to self, don't like randomly pick up keyboard mid-stream. Apparently it has some little electrical gremlins or something. And that's okay. It's working now. I was a little worried that was going to derail the whole stream. That'd be a bummer. Anyways, let's just see here real quick. So, yeah, we're just logging out that stuff. That's it. Let's see what it says. Shouldn't that be 3 things? Oh yeah, okay, it is. No, it's not. Why is it 2 things? Yours has lasted over 6 years. $70. Your cord sometimes, if you pull it out a bit, starts auto-typing. Ha! That's funny, man. It'll just type you a beautifully made program, right? Just pull it out a little bit, and then it's just like, oh, cool, I got this. Cruise control. Cruise control for coding. Wouldn't that be amazing? Kinda. Actually, but I enjoy this process, even though it's painful at times. I enjoy it. The same way, like, you don't always use cruise control when you're driving, because sometimes it's just fun to drive. Anyways, but yeah, why is this not logging 2 things? Why is it only logging 1 thing? Oh. That, maybe? Yeah, I think that was why. No. Oh. Yes. okay. Jank. Anyways. Yeah, oh, I see. Yeah, okay. So, not useful typing by itself, unfortunately. Okay. So just down is true, like right when you push down, which makes sense. That's negative 40. That's 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Or, sorry, 0. Okay, 0 is what we're expecting, actually. My bad. Okay. Negative 27. This should be way higher. Negative 269. Negative 236. Let's start way up here. Negative 4. Oh! Oh, I think I get it. I think I get why it's kind of being unpredictable. It's because it's persisting those values. So like, my brain is so not switched on enough for this. Oh man, okay, so yeah, okay, so what's happening? What's happening? It's like, if you move it there, so if I click up here, negative 4. If I click down here, 425. If I click here, 0. Then I click way up here, yeah, negative right there, 336. It goes back to 0 after that, but for a minute, for like a flash second, it's negative 336, which is huge. So that's why I think it's giving us weird unpredictability, I think. Let's like just see in its very first state what it is. Because it jumps right away, I think. Or maybe. No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, when you first click, it jumps. Oh, other than that. Oh, yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, so watch. I figured I get it now. I understand. As I jump off a cliff. But anyways, let's just walk. No, okay, still jumping. Okay, maybe I don't totally understand it, but... Okay, so... If we click in the same spot, roughly, on the y-axis, it, there's no difference, because it's the previous position and the current position are within the threshold. But if we click once and then try clicking up here, it'll be like we swiped. Ready? Oh. Okay, no. Theory invalidated, but okay, we went down and it seems to work. Yeah, so now if we click the threshold under it, it's like we're swiping, instead of swiping down, it sort of... Yeesh, how are we going to solve this? Viewers, if you have any ideas, chime in, but I know I've dug pretty deep into this like murky bog of confusing values and their update, exactly when they're updating. That's what's tripping us up here, is not the values themselves. The values are right, but it's when those values update that's giving us problems. So we have to kind of like selectively watch and not watch them, if that makes any sense at all. Because what we want is we just want it to go like that. So it actually works for our case, like, but it's the problem is when we click again, it's got that distance still kind of in there. So it's working, but then if you click after, now it's fine, but it's that one extra click that's throwing it off because the distances are saved, and yeah. So we got to figure out when to watch them. Oh man, this is so close. This is driving me bonkers. Just got to reply to a text really quick. I should have done that earlier, but... Oops, keep the chat open so I can still see all y'all. Alright, cool. Yeah, so... But if I move it way up, does it do anything? No, it's only if you move it down. But that's, I think, because of the difference between up and down positions, where it's kind of reversing the polarity, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So it triggers when you touch further down than your last touch, and it also incorrectly triggers when you swipe up once. Oh no, I bet if you touched above where you ended your swipe. No, yeah, so it doesn't work. It's only, so that's the whole problem right there, is when you touch once and then touch again, but if you touch further down, he'll jump. That's the whole problem right there. So what is that state? We just need like the data value of that state and we can ignore it. Hey, actually, I just realized we can find that state out really easily. So, true, and the difference is hugely positive. Or just positive, maybe. Let's just say, keep it simple and say positive. It's throwing some trues in there too, though, by the look of it. So I don't know that it matters. I don't think it's the, One more thought. Stovey throws up a what's his name? Oh, I know this. Crap. Ah, no, I know this. This is an Adventure Time character. What's his name? How am I blanking on this right now? But anyways, hello. Welcome to the stream. BMO, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. BMO, okay. Should have another theory. I keep bouncing back and forth between like a million different theories, but this might work. I don't know. Might have to change it to like nudged up instead of swiped up, but this might do the trick. Although I feel like on the initial one, it's still gonna not work. Yeah, so it didn't work on the initial one, but now swipe in any direction, but if you swipe up, it works. He keeps bouncing, but that's because I released, so... Oh no, but we still need that release because that's how we calculate the up X. Or, wait. We can replace the up X, or up Y rather, with the... No, we can't do that either. Shit. What am I working on? Asks Stovey. Oh, and Castrio says, I'm not sure what that emoji is, but that's awesome. We're working on a game. It's called No Place Like. It's a JavaScript game, so the whole reason I did it like that is so that you can play it on any device. And oh, apparently our keyboard controls are now not working. Whoops. But anyways, we're working on touchscreen controls for the game, and we have it all spec'd out. We know how we want it to work, and we almost have it working. It's just we're just trying to get the swipe up gesture for the jump, but it's more of like a nudge up gesture instead of a swipe up. So, yes. So yeah, I'm gonna actually change this to nudge up instead of swipe up, because that's a little more descriptive of what we're doing. Nudge up. Nudge up. It's like, okay, hold on. I'll show you what I was thinking, because it's almost a working solution, but it's almost like we need to track this, again, selectively. I think that's what the last little key in this puzzle is that we need to track this position Y but selectively. We're not tracking it 100% all the time, because I'll show you what happens if we do that. But watch, ready. So, did we just get raided? Oh, we hosted. Cool. Stovey, shout out for the host. I'm new to Twitch, so I don't really know what that means, but thank you, sir. So anyways, if we nudge left, right, doesn't do anything. Down, nothing. Up! No, still nothing. Okay, so it doesn't work at all. In fact, none of the controls are working at all, so that's great. But, wait, why are none of the controls working? That doesn't make any sense. Did we mess something up way up here? Where's our touching ground constant? Let's see if it blocks down. That's right. Whatever. I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm just trying to figure this out. So nudge up. Yeah, that's the gesture we want. You know, I'm just gonna nuke this and start from scratch. It's gotta be. We've done this a few times now, but just keep commenting out old versions. Yep, and up equals true just to start it. So that means he's always going to be bouncing up and down. Oh, Emmanuel says this will help. Debug input. Ooh, debug input. Hell yeah, that will help a lot, man. Slash V2 example, but again, like you educated me last time, we can use V2 examples sometimes. So debug. Okay, let's see. Oh, hell yeah. How do you turn that on? Oh, or is that... Did they do this custom? Maybe they did. Well, anyways, you know what? We can just use this example. Why not? Is down, up, false. Okay. World X, world Y. Okay, so that duration, I think we could use. I think that maybe that's what we need. Let's try using duration, because that's like that's for the whole hold. Yeah, because that's always -1 when it's up, but it's if it's down, it'll be positive. So basically, if the duration is... Oh, hold on. What's the sprite? No, that's the sprite. Oh, that's the input thing. That's... Okay, well anyways, on render method, add render method and use the game object debug. Oh. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, smart. Thanks, man. Yeah, cool. Let's do that. I didn't even know render method existed. That's cool, man. think though we're probably gonna have to switch it to this. Unless, because game won't be defined in that context. Let's just try this real quick. Yeah, hello 9 viewers. Wow, no kidding. Do we have access to the game object within this? Never mind, I think it's just game dot. Could be totally wrong on that, but no, okay. Just try a couple more things, but if this doesn't work, I've got an alternate theory that might work. See if there is a reference to the game object in this. That's referencing the scene. Dot scene. No, that's not right. That's not what we want. Game. Oh, it is dot game. Not sure if this one's gonna work, Emmanuel. I'm trying, but I don't. Yeah. Gonna put a pin in that for now, but I have another idea that might work, maybe. So it'll be true if few things. First, difference between the current position and the down position is, or not the difference, but actually the distance between those positions is greater than the threshold. Then, so true if the distance between the current position, touch position, and the down position are greater than the threshold, and let's go back to that debugger again. I just want to see what the duration's doing, because I feel like duration might be able to help us out here. Pointer is what? Let's say the old pointer is down and the new pointer is up. That's gotta be it, right? Or no? Oh, you know what? We might even be able to simplify this a little bit. Oh man, just this. It's got to be easy. We got to be able to do it. I mean, it definitely doesn't have to be easy, but we've got to be able to do it. We're so close. Like, so okay, the distance between maybe not the current position, but the current position, but like selectively captured. So like we only update the current position if the nudge up isn't true. So current, or no. So we update our reference to our reference to the pointer in the previous frame if nudge up is false. false? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. But if it's true, we jump. Wait, this might be wrong. This might be the wrong place for this. God damn it. Oh, in Nox mode. Sorry, I thought you were someone else. You're throwing up a wave. Nice, dude. What's up? So the we're close. We're very, very close. Put a pin in that. Getting way too much commented out code at this point, but it's okay. It's all adding up to what we want. So basically we just want it to like be recording this stuff until we hit a certain threshold and then stop recording until the jump is complete, or like reset the position. Yeah, reset the position. So we want, I'm just gonna write this out as a big comment so we can actually maybe understand this. So we want to record the pointer Y position until it's outside, until it's let's just call it difference is above, no, it's distance, it's, yeah, distance, I guess, is above a threshold. Then, so what happens if it's above that threshold? We jump, so we do the nudge up action, so that becomes true. And what else? We also have to reset something. It's like we basically need them to release. So what was wrong with using the up position and the down? No, okay, but we don't want them to release though, that's the thing. So until it's, so wait, but they're not releasing in this case. So until it's the distance above the threshold, then reset the down, basically, right? Down position. Okay, so this might be how we're gonna do it. So it's not so much that we're getting a reference to the old pointer. What we are keeping track of is the down position, like where they touched the screen. So let's try doing it here for now. Let's just say let down position equals pointer1 dot down y, or let's just call it down y. So down y is the pointer's down position. Now we'll say, and it's up y is where, no, not up y, it's current y. Yeah, so that's extracting the y position, the current y position. But I think what the trick is going to be is that we just don't always want to update one of these. Yeah, so we got to go with something like this. It'll be like if pointer1 dot is down, do this, else if it's up, do that. So if it's down, we'll say, maybe we have to record it outside this update function, but we'll say dot pointer1 sorry, tests. Pointer one previous. No, hold on. Let's get rid of that whole notion of pointer one previous. That's not what we're dealing with right now. We'll say if the pointer is down, we want to track the. Okay, so yeah, when the pointer's down, update the current position. So in this case, we'll say this dot pointer one y. Let's just go like that, maybe. I don't know. Pointer one y equals y. And no, sorry. Y is always going to be updating, so that's fine. We don't need to track that. We do need to track pointer one down y. But doesn't it? Okay, wait, hold on. Never mind. So I'm gonna stop second guessing for a minute here. And so this dot pointer one down y is set to the y position when it's down. No, wait, that won't work when it's. God damn it! Because down is always going to be firing until it's up again. Down is up and up is down. This is why frameworks and stuff are definitely helpful. We're already using a framework, but if we had like an extra layer in that framework that also did like magically just handled touch events, that would, or like swipe events and stuff like that, that would be amazing. And I'm sure such a library exists for Phaser, but at the same time, it's kind of cathartic for me to work through this and actually figure it out on my own. So sorry if it makes for not a super interesting stream, but once we get it working, it's going to be sweet. And I'll put it live so all you guys can test it. Test it on all your devices now too, actually, not just computer anymore. So anyways, so if the pointer is down, so when it's up, that's when we have to reset things, right? So let's say this dot pointer one down y equals null, so it's reset, so it's nothing. I think this is it. This is the trick. We need an extra state that isn't a number. So if pointer one down, yeah, so if pointer one is down and this dot pointer one down y is equal, no, actually we can do this inside the down. Let's make this a little bit easier to read, maybe. If this dot pointer one down y, oops, equals null, then we'll say this dot. And this is, again, not really the best coding. Like, if I was doing this smart, I would probably be making this immutable somehow, but I can't even, like, fathom how to do that right now, so we're just doing it the not as smart way, which might lead to some debugging challenges down the road, but we'll face those as they come up. So if it is null, set it, like set it and forget it. So pointer one y equals the current y. I don't even think we're going to need this down y because we're tracking it kind of differently than they are now. So so if it's null, set it to the y. Otherwise, if it's a number, we could actually say, oh, that's, you know what, even better. Let's do this. Be a little JavaScripty about it and say isNan. So if it's not a number, do that. Oops. Otherwise, if it is a number, we don't set anything. Yeah, that actually might be enough. So actually, yeah, we don't actually need to nest those if statements. We can just break this out again. So if the pointer 1 is down and it's not a number, set it to that number. Okay. Although actually this should probably happen after we calculate the nudge. Update that stuff after the nudge. Yeah, so update our reference to the pointer start y. And then what? So if we update our pointer, so if it's down and it isn't, and it's null, it's not a number, we update it, we set it. Otherwise we set it to null. This might not be the place to set it to null, actually. Or wait, no, maybe this is the place to set it. Okay, hold on, stand by. So if it's null, we set it, and then, yeah, so that's basically it. If the pointer's down and we don't have a value yet for its starting position, we set that starting position. I almost want to say start y instead of down y. Whatever, down y makes sense too, so let's just leave it. So nudge up will be equal to this dot pointer 1, yeah, pointer 1 down y does not or let's use isnan again. So not is nan. So that means it is a number. So if pointer 1 down y is a number, and the rest of our condition being y is greater than, or no, sorry, y minus the absolute value of, no wait, we don't need the absolute value there, we just need this dot pointer 1 down y. But we're going to wrap this whole thing in an absolute value, so we're just getting the distance. So if the absolute value of that is greater than our jump threshold, whatever it's called, something threshold, swipe threshold. Should change that to nudge threshold. Nudge threshold. So, if it's greater than our nudge threshold, nudge up. And after we've nudged up, yeah, I think this is the place to reset it. We might have to release the, I think we're going to have to release this to get it to, yeah, hold on, stand by. Equals null, and then save that, and in theory, oh, get out of this. this debugger thingy. Back to our game. Woo! He freezes right when he touches the ground and blows up. Because I'm not using the right function. That would be why. Is man with a capital N. Try that again. Oops. Try that again and don't press escape. So for some reason our movement still isn't working, but does anything work? Okay, so now just nothing works. That's progress. Negative progress. Man, why am I making it's? I'm just mad at myself because I think it's got to be simpler than this, right? Like, we're so close. I mean, we were. Our previous iterations up here have been close. Yeah, so okay, what is... Oh, it's that create again. Oh man, that autocomplete is gonna be the death of me if I don't fix that. No, it's still not working though. And none of our controls are working. Maybe there's something that's like making none of this even work. Hold on. Are we even entering this code? Is this even being rendered? Let's get them checked. Yes. Okay, so but then why is that? Okay, maybe let's debug this first. I just realized if we've got other bugs, then like this is probably not one thing. We don't need this dot input anymore. We can just say pointer1. Is that enough to fix it? No, okay. Log out touching ground and should just that. Just make sure it is touching the ground, even though I think it is, because otherwise it probably wouldn't have entered that code. So false, 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 true. Okay, so it works for touching ground. That's not the problem. What about touching the edges? Touching the left edge, let's try that first. Oh, it's what? Always true? No, that's not right at all. I feel like pointer1 dot is down is going to be false, and the other one's going to be true. It's going to be false true. False true, yep, okay. Oh, pointer1 down isn't being updated at all. Oh, what? Dude, if that's the case, we have been fighting this war with our hands tied behind our back. Just going to change it right here and only here, and if it works here, then this is... Apparently the deconstruction in this isn't... Oh, okay. Oh, right, because it's not that. It's this dot input dot that. Okay, if this... Wow, if this is actually what it is, oh man, that's going to blow my mind hole, because we've been just like testing everything under the sun with our logic, but... Okay, so it's not even... What? Now I'm very confused. Oh! We are not testing it with the mobile debugger. We were testing click events, not touch events. Oh dear God. Yeah. So that's a good note to self. If all of your touch events randomly start working, make sure you're testing with the touch debugger on. Oh man, that was embarrassing. Okay, so that works, and swipe up and let go, no? So none of the swipe things work still, but at least this works again, so yeah, man, okay. Ooh, and just, I'm sure this isn't a problem at all anymore, but just make sure that that's also a thing, that those do update. That would seem crazy to me because we're setting them right at the start of the update, but yeah, okay, so that works. Okay, cool. Right? Yes, okay. Okay, so... yeah, I lost some of you on that one. Sorry about that, don't blame you. Okay, anyways. Let's just write this from scratch. I'm not going to keep commenting it out, I'm just going to literally chop it. So anyways, so we're updating our pointer, our reference to our pointer start y when it... YetiBan01 says you're looking for a job. Nice, dude. What do you like to do? I'm guessing code stuff, but put your boss on. I'll talk to him. Yep. It's hate to break it to you, dude, but I'm the boss of this operation. There is no one here except my brother, who's in his bedroom over there, and he's, well, probably asleep. So yeah. You work on race cars. Okay, that's sick. Like the code for race cars, or are you just now kind of trolling and you make race cars? Anyways, pointer one down. Okay, so I don't think we gotta reset it there anymore. I think. Oh, you're an auto mechanic. Okay. Are you actually though? Like you actually work on race cars? Because if that's true, that's super cool. Hey, and shout out for the follow, man. Cheers. Wow, 7 years. Cool, dude. That's awesome. Yo, actually talk to my brother. That would be, that's like his, he would love to work on race cars. He loves cars, man. But yeah, really, like, what kind of racing? Like NASCAR or Formula 1 or what? If it's Formula 1, I'm gonna like you will blow my mind. Because those mechanics are true ballers. Anyway. NASCAR, okay, that's still sick, dude. Wow, that's wicked. Yeah, man, you'll have to tell me more about that sometime. That's super cool. I'm just, I want to try and get through this stuff really quick. We're so close to getting it to work, so that's what's driving me crazy about this. So I'll try one thing here. So if y, the current, you know what, I'm gonna ditch this because we don't need that anymore. Let's just keep referencing the pointers. So pointer1 dot position dot y is greater than pointer1 dot is pointer1 position dot y is greater than our reference to the pointer1 down y. Then the nudge up is true. And that's where we're setting it. The minute the pointer is, actually, no, we don't want that there. We do want, isn't this exact, again, this, I feel like I'm just going in circles now, but is nan, this. So if it is a number, so it's not a number, not a number. You'll help anybody out. You need help, and you'll help out. You'll help you out. Cool, man. Yeah, right on. But like, what? So you need a job as an auto mechanic? Is that like what you're getting at? I know one auto mechanic, but he works on heavy-duty diesel. Also, I'm in a particular part of the world. No idea where you are. Oh, as a web developer. Okay. It's all making more sense now. Well, have you ever worked as a web developer before, or are you making the jump from race car mechanic to web developer? Because can I just say kudos, that's a cool resume, but yeah. Have you ever worked as a web developer before? Anyways, so is not a number, so it is a number, and the current position is greater than that number. Then nudge up is true, but if it, yeah, this should, in my mind, this works. But in my mind, all of this has worked, and so far, none of it has worked. So, I mean, you know, I can choose my wisdom that you're listening to. But, yeah. That seems to be, oh, hold on. I feel like, no, okay. Now he's just always, it's always true. And another idea. So either it is a number. No way, that won't work. Making the jump, learning on your own, never had a web dev job. Okay, how far into your learning would you say you are? Like, how comfortable are you building a website? Like, could you whip up like a full like responsive template on the front end side, and like, have you delved into back end at all? So like, would you be able to set up like a CMS to like edit the content of that web page or something for the client, that is? Not feeling this song so much, so I'm gonna play my favorite song on this playlist. I like this song, it's cool, it's catchy. Okay, anyways, so our problem right now is nudge up is always true. But it shouldn't be, right? Because, oh wait, maybe we're not gonna get our wish for the not like lifting your thumb. Maybe you're gonna have to lift your thumb. We might not get that part of it, but oh wait a minute. Not or, not and, it's or. So, no, sorry, that's totally backwards. No, it's not. Thanks, man. You had to leave your job because of a difference with your bleep boss. Well, it's gonna show on the screen anyways, so whatever. With your fucking boss. Yeah, oh, fair, man. I've had situations like that in the past too. It happens to everyone, unfortunately. Every field. What made you interested in getting started with web development? I'm always very curious to hear people's like, this is why I started coding stories. Maybe this. Oh. If I actually made it equal to null, but yeah, maybe that. Okay, we landed, we didn't, we just auto jumped the minute we click. What's up with that? It's doing the same shit. Okay. Hang on, actually, I'm just curious about one thing. this could be throwing this entire thing for a loop. Or no. Okay, null is nan. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Tyler McGinnis YouTube videos. Hey, Sarek Den says JL97. What's up, JL97? What's up? And Tyler McGinnis YouTube videos. So like that's you on YouTube? Is your Tyler McGinnis? I'll check it after the stream. I really want to get this working. We're so close, but yeah. Oh, wait, I just realized something. Oh, yes, I think I got it. I think I've got it, guys. So if it's down and it is a number, I think we're just doing this in the wrong place. I think our logic's sound, but we're doing it in the wrong spot. So pointer 1 is down and it is not a number, so it's null or something. Yeah, I bet you this is... We're just doing this in the wrong place. The wrong place. Let's try dropping it in right here at the bottom. Ah, still with the auto jump. This is so confusing to me. JL says, oh, sorry. Oh no, that's what inspired you to get started in web dev, is that Tyler McGinnis YouTube videos. Cool, man, definitely. Okay, I'm gonna write that down right now. YT. And JL, you're saying you're working on Code Wars problem, just can't understand the problem. Do I know anything about the problem? JL, I am sorry, I'll check it out, but I have to like keep focused on this for now. I'll take a really quick look just in case it's something really simple, but if it is, but you know what, I can't click that. It's not going to show me it on Twitch. Hold on, can you... yeah, honestly, sorry man, if I can get through this jumping problem in like have a little bit of time left, I'll check it out for sure. But sorry man, right now I gotta keep going on this thing. My mind's like deep in this problem right now. I will check it out though, and if I'll try to remember to check it out after the stream if we don't get to it in the stream. So I guess, you know what we should be doing right now is we should be checking all of these states. So, or let's not even say is nan, we'll just say this dot, pointer 1 down y, and what else? Pointer 1 dot position dot y, and we... Yeah, that's it, I think, really. Those are the two numbers that we're interested in. Null, it's always null. So it's not even being set where we've got it right now. Oh. So if pointer 1 is down and it's not a number, we set it. Why would that not work? This might be a few too many console logs. Our console might be getting cray-cray in a minute here. Hey, nice. Shout out to Yeti Man. Thanks for helping out with that, man. Cheers. True, false. That's working pretty much as we would expect. console is so hard to read, damn it. Okay, no, so it's still firing null at that point. It's false. So false being that it isn't not a number, so it is a number. Okay, let's see what that number is. That number is null. What? Oh, because we're only right? It's only being set when the pointer's down. Do we not need that extra condition there? Maybe not. That might be like too much redundancy. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Glitch out, then like warp mode. Not really what we want, but what are those errors? Y is not defined. Oh! Oh! Got it. Let's keep that redundancy because I'm sure in my mind it served a purpose at some point. But the problem is Y isn't defined down here, so Y is null, and we're just setting it to null in both cases. Yeah, this ought to get it. Sorry, I'm kind of behind on the chat. Oh, you guys are chatting about JL's problem. Sweet. I'm glad you guys are figuring that one out. That's awesome, man. What? What? So it's not resetting now. So yeah, maybe that is too much redundancy. Maybe it just has to be as simple as this. Pointer 1 is up, pointer 1 is down. Still not resetting to null. Why is that? Or, well, hang on. Am I actually even looking at the right thing? First things first. No, I'm not looking at the right thing. Okay, that would be why. We just pointer 1 down y. So it's null as we're expecting. Now, what is it? Now it's 271. Okay. Now it's null again. That's almost what we want, kind of. I know it doesn't look like it's what we want, but it is almost what we want. It's like anytime I release it, so let's just hold on real quick. Throw that down there for a little bit of helpful debugging stuff. Okay, so that is updating how I'm expecting it to. And when we release, it goes back to null, which is what we want. So I think this is just the little bit of logic that's now wrong. So now we just need, when they nudge up, or it is kind of going to be a swipe up again, I suppose, because I think, yeah, we are going to have to release it to reset it. But I mean, if we can get a swipe up, if we can get a nudge up, if we can get a something up, it's up. Haha. Anyways, so if pointer one, so yeah, so that's why I had is nan in there, because I wanted to make sure it is a number. So if this dot pointer one down y is a number, no, not that. If pointer one down y is a number, then nudge up. That's probably going to make it so it's only going to jump when we're holding down, which is still not what we want, but I just wanted to see if that's the, no, it's the opposite. Now hold down. No difference, okay, that's weird. I just want to have a quick look at something. Are we even getting like the same value up in the top, down here and up there? Double null. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yes, I think. Maybe isnan is failing us. Maybe it's like I'm using it wrong or something. So this is saying it is a number. No, it's not a number. What's saying null? Why is it? Oh, because they're, yeah. False, okay, so I saw false. So it's not a number, it's null. Yes, that's right. Now it's still false. Hey, there's the problem. That should be true now. That's why I checked if null, what happened when you just put null into isnan, but it came up as, wait. Is not a number, false. Wait, sorry, that should be false. So this should be true. Anyways, the point is, one of them isn't right. Let's try something else here. Trying to be fancy with my cool JavaScript functions. Never works. JL, you got it. Nice. That's sick, dude. I'm stoked you guys got through that. So it's true. False. Okay, yeah, here we go. True. True. False. False. Okay, cool, that's what we want. So I'm just, this isnan isn't working properly for our purposes. So this dot pointer one down does not equal null, so that meaning it's a number. And this dot pointer one, no, not create. Ooh, that almost got me. And pointer one dot position dot y is greater than, no, sorry, whew, this is getting heated. Math.abs. No, you know you're serious when you start using the math functions. Minus this dot, or no, sorry, other way around. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter actually, but this dot pointer one down y minus, in my mind that makes sense. The absolute value of that is greater than our swipe threshold. Oh, no, 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 we do need a little bit more logic than that. Hold on, standby. Or actually, we could just simplify it and not use math.absolute and instead say if the this dot pointer 1 down y minus that is, if that is less than the negative swipe threshold. Must have auto completed that again. Threshold. I can never tell if I'm spelling that right, but anyways, negative swipe threshold. And then our swipe might just work. Okay. Good, good sign. Whoa, errors. Okay, errors and warp speed again. Okay, swipe threshold is not defined. Yeah, so the autocomplete wasn't working, so... Oh, because I kind of changed it to nudge. Let's change it all back to swipe. Okay, running, good. Swipe down, and it works. Okay, so that's not right, but... Oh, but it's just backwards. So it's just... Swipe in any direction, left, right, up, doesn't work, but if you swipe down, it works. What happens if you... Cool, and if you hold it, I bet he's gonna keep jumping, but... Oh, he doesn't! Oh, nice, it works! We just have to change it, I guess, what, not... I suppose. I don't know. Oops. Okay, I shouldn't just randomly change things. I should actually pay attention to what I'm doing. It's less. So if pointer one. So if the position that you when you press down minus the position of when you press up, so if you go less than that, it'll be... Oh yeah, it wouldn't be less than, it would be greater than. So is greater than the not negative, just the positive, I think. Okay, here we go. Test 200,000,550. Swiping, swiping, swiping down. Nope. That was a little... Nice, I dare say that works. I think I'm going to up the threshold again though, make that a little bit more, but other than that, I think it's working. Just so it's a little bit less sensitive, because that was pretty sensitive. See how playable it is with a mouse. Oh, I died. But anyways, it's working! Ah! Cool. Whew. We got it. Got it going on. I really want to test this on an actual touchscreen now to see how it really feels, but fortunately that's not available to me at the moment. Well, it is, but I'm using it for the stream chat, so I can't really do that at the same time. Plus, you guys can't see it, so that's no fun for you. And just a stationary jump works too. Good. And a running jump works. And it is a nudge, it's not a... You don't have to release. Cool, but that's awesome. That's okay, it's working, but last time I'm gonna do this, I'll stop being super pedantic after this, but swipe, is now nudge. Okay, cool. Whew, we made it. Huzzah. What did I use for the touchscreen? Basically just the events, the touch properties that Phaser gives you. But I think those are just like quite a small layer of abstraction on top of the actual touch events that the browser gives you. And yeah, I think they're not a whole lot different than that. But yeah, that's it, man. We got it. Or did you mean, oh, what am I using to test it for the touchscreen? Maybe. This is just the Chrome debug tools, and you can click this little button right here, toggle device toolbar, and then you can use like a bazillion different devices. You can have it responsive, so you can resize it, or they have all these presets as well. Yeah. It's a little harder to do this on, it's kind of tricky on not a fake touchscreen, but I feel like this will be a bit easier on a real touchscreen. There we go. We are going to have to fix that bug in a bit, so I'm going to log an issue for that right now so we don't forget about that one. Yeah, let's just put an issue up for that real quick. New port? Do we have a branch? No. Oh, weird, whatever. Anyways, issues. Fix, oh god, I don't even know how to describe it. You know, I'll do that later. We don't need to do that on stream. Oh, and we're dead. Anyways, point is, it's working, and I am going to get that online so we can all test the hell out of it on our devices and see if it works for everyone. Let's do that. Oh, one thing I already know I'm going to have to change back, because I always change this when I'm testing, but we don't want this for the actual production thing. Be nice. Maybe we'll look at automating that somehow in the future. But anyways, oops. And yeah, we'll clean all that stuff up later. For now, this is going to be kind of a messy scene that just is our game plus our character plus all that logic mixed together. But we will abstract all that and extract it into their own little their own classes and objects and everything. But anyways, for now. Oh, we don't need just jumped anymore, so we can remove that. But anyways, those constants we're setting at the top, the pointer one down position, which we are using, multi-touch, which we're not using yet, but we're going to use later, so we'll leave that. Oh, I think I did break the keyboard controls, didn't I? I better fix that before I push this online. Let's just test those really quick before we do any of this. And pointer one previous we don't need, so there's a little bit of cleanup we can do left in here. So let's see. Pointer one previous is not being used, so we don't need that. Another one that wasn't being used right up here, just don't need that. And look at that. Beautiful logic that is working. Ha ha ha. Anyways, now let's address the logic that is not working. Which is funny because you think it... Oh, wait, no, right. Obviously this isn't going to work because we're testing it with the touchscreen thing on, so there are no keys for a touchscreen. Oh. Apparently there's an up key. There's not a... Oh, there is a left and right key. Oh, okay, maybe it isn't working. Okay. Stand by. Oh. Stand by, stand by.
reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down?
Our lovely touchscreen from previous episodes. Previous streams, whatever you call it. Do you call streams episodes or do you call them streams? Probably streams, right? That's what I would think. Right, okay, so touchscreen isn't working, but keyboard is confirmed also not working. So, okay, let's fix the keyboard. They're working, but it should be. I would be very surprised if this doesn't work. Yeah, that's the reason I always change that one line of code when I'm working, is so that we don't have to watch this intro animation to our title every single time we want to test the thing. But whatever, for now, we're pretty close to being done. So yeah, touching ground is true, so that's true when we're touching the ground, which is good. That's what we want. So that's not the problem. Didn't think it would be. Let's just log this and oh, actually, wait, yeah, we should have known that, because he is actually flipping. He's changing direction, but he's just not moving, so that leads me to believe that the MC speed property... Did we delete that? No. Interesting. But let's just see what it is at this stage, because maybe it's like, no, just whatever. Might be the problem. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna change that right now. That's gonna drive me crazy. If we watch the intro animation 100,000 billion times, as much as we made a nice intro animation, I don't want to watch it every time. Every time we test. No, it's always 200, so it is working. What the hey? What the hey-o? The hey-o? Why is it not working? Why, computer? Why? Jump works, right? Yeah, okay, so jump's working.
You and me, hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the air.
Oh, I get it, because I know what's happening. Okay, I understand. It's because, yeah, we're doing both the keyboard controls and the cut and the touch controls, and the touch controls are canceling out the keyboard controls. So, like, yeah, so watch. I bet you, well, that would work, but anyways, it's, okay, that's the problem. So, is there a way, I don't want to use device detection, though. I want it to work in both cases. But I don't want to use, yeah, okay, let's see, how can we do this? I guess if pointer 1 is down, we could just wrap the whole thing in that. Yeah, let's do that. So, press that out. Press that out. Or no, actually, even easier. Why don't we just go like this? Oh, no, wait, that won't. well, actually. Let's just try that and see. This condition will never be entered, but... Oh, wait, you know what? Maybe it doesn't... If we just get rid of that, let's try this. There we go, our keyboard controls are working again. Cool, so that's working. Now let's try touch controls. I think that's got it. Awesome. There we go. We now have a game that has keyboard controls and touch controls. Took us a little while, but we've got them. And they're nice touch controls too. We don't have any like virtual controllers on the keyboard. And I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that, but personally I'm of the camp that I don't really like virtual keyboards or virtual buttons on touchscreens. I think it makes it feel like you're trying to force a touchscreen to be something it's not, and you should really like take advantage of the other stuff that touchscreen gives you, like multi-touch and blah 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 blah. So that's what we're doing in this game. And yeah, I think that's good. So let's get it online, and then you guys can try it out and tell me for yourself how it's looking. All right, gotta just switch back our testing case. I really should maybe figure out some system of automating that. It's just one tiny little annoyance, and if you might as well try and automate everything in your workflow, right? Make it as automatic as you possibly can. So that's all good. That's now good, now that we've fixed up that, just added that one little thing to the condition there so it doesn't overwrite the other one. Or cancel out or whatever. Player jump logic, we moved in there. And animation logic is the same. And that is just a little bit of extra stuff to update our own little tracking things. And yeah, cool. So I'd say we're good to commit that. So just that one scene. I guess that's all we changed. Okay, cool. Touchscreen, one word? I guess it's 2 words probably. Hey, shout out for the follow, M-Yoke. M-Yoke, M-Yoke. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but thanks, man. Man or lady or non-specified. Anyways, adds basic movement, touch screen controls. Boom, commit. Check our status. We're ahead by 1 commit, as we should be. I should really change this to SSH. I keep forgetting to do that. At least I remembered my password this time. Haha. Anyways, cool. Now that is online. Just gonna check and make sure it made it over to the GitHub, which I'm sure it did. Would have yelled at us if it didn't, but it did. And there it is. Adds basic movement, touchscreen controls. Just give Netlify a minute to catch up with that, and hopefully we'll have working touchscreen controls on our game. So if any of you guys are on touchscreens, I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Boop. There you go. Try that out on a touchscreen. You might have to give it 5 minutes or so just for the server to build, but usually it's faster than that, so hopefully it'll just work. So I'm going to make sure the touchscreen controls are still working. It should be. Oh, but you know what? I did just realize there's one bug that might be making this all totally redundant that I was going to fix, but I forgot to fix. So, I'm just going to test it on my phone really quick to see if that's actually happening. So I'm not going to see any chat messages for just a minute here, guys. My sprite isn't loading for some reason. That's weird. And that bug is happening too. I forgot to fix that, so I'll do that in a minute. But it's weird that the sprite's not loading. But anyways, sorry if I missed any chat there, guys. Just gonna do a hard refresh on this, and why does it always sometimes let you do a hard refresh? Doesn't always let you do it. Or you can also just disable the cache like this. Where is it? Network. Disable cache. Okay. Yeah, because right now, okay, yeah, cool. So everything loaded in. Let's just make sure the sprite is actually showing up, because for some reason it's not on my phone, but that could be a, I don't know, discrepancy between our server. Yeah, see, it's showing up for this version, but that's, anyways, this is the glitch that I was talking about that I have to fix for mobile, is that, see, as you're falling, you can't move while you're falling, so you're kind of out of luck. You're just going to keep falling past the map forever and ever and ever. So let's just, Emyo, do we have a GitHub link for the source code? This looks really awesome. Yeah, definitely, dude. Here. Drop this in the chat for you, too. Yeah, and it's an open source project, Emyo, so, feel free if you have any ideas to put them as an issue, or, just straight up make them, or whatever, and do a pull request, and, yeah. You can't get over the ground, the three ground. The three ground? Not sure what you mean, but I think it might be this glitch that's tripping you up. So I'm just going to fix that and get the fix for that online, and then hopefully we'll be good. So let's just make this phone size. Let it do its thing. And yeah. This one. Okay, phone size, check. Okay. We are gonna have to make this title screen look a little nicer too. That's pretty jank, but there, now we should just be falling forever and ever and ever. Yes, okay, check. So, again, just for development purposes, we're gonna change those comments. And let's see here. So how can we, it's just the placement of the map that's throwing us off. Because the placement of our character is probably relative to, I don't know, the screen, I would imagine at this point. Yeah, it is relative to the screen, so it'll be in our create function, and I guess just for adding our our sprite, instead of, let's just do 0, 0 and see if that solves it, because if that solves it, then we're golden. And it should still be in the center of the screen because we're using the camera. Nope, okay. Still falling past it. What are we setting the map to, I wonder? 0, 0, 0, 0. Funny. Let's try like 300, see if that does the trick. Oop, that got us closer. Okay. Oh, I get it, because we've got the map is at 0, 0, but we're probably not actually starting the map within the file at 0, 0. So that's probably what our problem is here. So we'll just, for now, we'll fix this. We'll get a better solution for this in the future, but for now we'll just hard code it to like 600. And that should solve it on all devices. Cool. Alright, that's got it. Just gonna make it a little less than, make it like 500 instead, but not like that's important. I'm just picky. There we go, perfect. And now if we do it full screen, it should be the same. Yep, cool. Alright. That's another solve in the bank. Should update my npm. I am actually like a full major version behind now, almost. Alright, this should do the trick. Oh, well, as soon as I change this to SSH, which I will do after this stream, if I just actually remember this time. There we go. Alright. Just makes me nervous typing any password on anything live. It's like, oh, did it show it? I mean, the terminal's good, it hides it, but still. Okay, so just give that a minute, it should update. And for those of you who just joined us, I'll throw a link in the chat again. This is the game that we just added touchscreen controls to. So we gotta test them on touch devices now. And for anyone interested in actually contributing to this project, got the repo right there. But JL, you said you can't get over the 3 ground. Is that like the bug you were talking about, or are you a little further into the map and something's going weird? But yeah, I'm thinking that is ready, steady, done, more or less. I'm going to try and get to the end of the game with our new jump logic in place. JL, you said keep moving and you will see. Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's find out what the problem is. Oh. Yeah, I do really need to fix that bug where it like blocks your jump. Oh yeah, okay, that's broken. Well, maybe not broken, I might just be bad. Let's find out. Into this song, I like it. Anyways, let's see. see if we can find this. Oh, jeez. At least it didn't kill me in that. Oh, hold on. Now I'm stuck in here. Great. Yeah, okay. Let's... you know what? I can't... It's a bit late for me now, so I don't think we're going to fix this bug. Signing in on live, just share a bit. Live share just a bit. Sorry, I don't really follow you, Emmanuel. Were you gone, or are you just checking in, seeing what's up? Share a bit. Yeah, so we've got touchscreen controls working now, if you weren't here for that. There's just one bug with the jumping versus walls that... Because see, watch what happens here, is if you jump straight into this wall, like that, and when you get to the top of the wall, he doesn't keep moving forward past the wall, he just goes straight up instead of, and falls back down. So watch, ready again? Boom. That's the bug that we currently have to figure out, but the point is we got touchscreen controls working, and that was kind of the goal for today. Here, I'll show you, Emmanuel's the touchscreen controls if you so would enjoy that. If you would so enjoy that. I swear I kind of speak English. So here we go. Remember, this is emulating, this is an emulator for touchscreen control. So see, if you touch anywhere in the middle, doesn't trigger it, but if you hold on the edge, then he runs. So, I think you were probably here when we had that working. But now, swipe up, or nudge up, I guess. I mean, I'm on the file you're writing. Oh, what? Oh, you got the live thing working? Let's see. Where are you? Emmanuel joined the collaboration session. Oh, man. Okay, you know what, since you're here, let's try and crush this bug together, because that's sweet. Where does it show you on, like, it shows your Kirk. Oh, there you are. What's up? Nice, this is cool, man. All right. So it looks like, yeah, other than that, it's rock solid. Thanks, JL. Well, Emmanuel, since you're here, do you want to, like, do something together? I mean, I know I said it's late for me, but this is way too exciting. I can't pass up an opportunity like this. Oh, wait, here. Wait, do you want to do the audio chat or nah? People will hear your voice. Yeah, sure. All right, man, let's do it. If I can figure out how, because I don't know what I'm doing with this new program, but figure it out. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna say always start call, because then like it'll just do it every time, I guess. Hey man, are you there? Oh, we lost Spotify. Not sure if the audio call is working. Okay, Spotify just paused, so like maybe it just detected it, but how? Yeah, I don't know actually. That's what I'm trying to figure out too. Well, yeah. Okay, you know what? No, I should stay true to my bedtime thing. I should really hang on. Can I? Oh, wait, I hear you. I hear clicking. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Emman, what's up?
Delay, man, delay.
Oh, delay? Okay. Well, this is cool. It works. You're on live stream. You cool with that?
This is cool, man.
Yeah, this is so cool.
So what's the problem?
Well, okay, yeah, so the problem we've got right now is that, I'll show you here, or wait, are you still watching the stream, or are you just, hang on. I don't know if you can...
The stream is a little bit delayed.
Oh, the stream's a bit delayed. Yeah, definitely. Can you see on the stream, though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the problem right now that we're facing is... You won't see it right away. You have to run a little further into the level to see it. But, okay. So we go down here, and then watch. So when we get, like, let's say if we fell down here, right? Right now, if you fall in here, you can't, it's impossible to get out. Because watch what happens. See, if you jump on an angle and it hits the wall, watch what happens. It'll just, you slide up the wall and just go straight up instead of like pushing past the wall, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think what happens is that the x velocity is being set to 0 somewhere, and or it's just not being reset to the, I don't know, something with the x velocity is the problem. We got to like keep that x velocity the same even if you hit a wall, basically. So in the code, I can't remember where all this is being handled, but let's see. Where are you now? Are you in a different file?
No. So if I scroll.
Oh, there you are.
It was,
Sorry, it was what?
if I scroll, it scrolls to you, right?
No, it doesn't scroll for me if you scroll. Or maybe it does, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. I can see your little blue, or I could see your blue cursor for a second there. I like it when it shows the name tag. That's really helpful, but it doesn't always show it, but whatever.
It's scrolling, man. It's scrolling.
Oh, it's scrolling. When I scroll, it scrolls for you.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Oh, sorry, man. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to work with that for now. But here, I'll scroll in all the code we need into the viewport. I just need to remember where it is. It's, oh, I guess it would kind of be around here, right? Because this is where we're setting the velocity x to 0. So, oh, but that's only when they're touching the ground. So, But what about down here? Maybe this is throwing it. Let's just comment out all the touchscreen controls and just see if this is where the problem lies. Because I have a feeling it might be. Let's just test it really quick. Hopefully the delay is not too bad for you seeing the test. Apparently this has a way we can actually share local server environments too. So I might at some point be able to actually, like, we can set it up so you actually get a copy of this local host on your machine and you don't have to wait for me and watch the stream to see it happen. You'll just see it happen. Oh, actually, you know what? Sorry?
It's for the meantime. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, no, sorry. So it's not the touchscreen controls. I was wrong-o. So if the cursor's, yeah, okay, right. So that's where we're setting the jump height. That's not where it's going to be. What was the? We changed one little thing to make it so that the jump was constant and like you wouldn't lose that arc once you were jumping, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, yes. Is that it? Maybe? I don't know. I saw you selected it. That's all. These are all the touch controls down here. So I think it's something to do with where we're setting. Wow, man, what is it? I can't remember. Oh man, my brain's like working so crap right now. Oh, sorry, I scrolled on you. Do you need to see more down here? Oh, well, now you see more down there, sorry.
Touching left edge, yeah. Touching,
Is that scroll thing really annoying?
yeah.
Yeah? Good answer. Well, maybe there's like a setting somewhere in here that we can change that makes it so that it won't do that. I don't know.
I think let's throw an issue.
Throw on an issue? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's, because the touchscreen controls are working, so it was kind of a finished stream. Yeah, good call. Let's just make an issue and we'll do this another time.
Yeah.
All right.
You're so tired, man.
Yeah, I am tired. You're right. It's like 1:15 in the morning for me. Cool, man. Well, yo, thanks for showing up. This is cool that we can live code together, man. This is gonna like change the whole thing.
So fun.
Yeah, so cool, man. Okay, so how do you even describe this? I was gonna make an issue of this earlier, but I couldn't even think of how to describe it. Like, when you jump into a wall, you slide up. I don't know. You
Slide down.
kind of just, I don't know, like it's not even slide, it's just kind of slide, you slide, okay, hold on, slide, then go straight up. That's like the worst description of a thing ever, but you know, anyways. Related issues, not right, we don't want to try that right now, but when you are moving forward and jump at the same time, if you hit a wall, you lose forward momentum and just end up jumping straight up. That kind of describes it, I think. Labels bug. And yeah, cool. All right, 2 issues now. Well, cool.
Did you update the repo?
With the touchscreen controls?
Yeah.
Yep, that's online now.
I think it's not updating on the Netlify.
Oh, really?
No, that's it.
It might take like a little. I can check on Netlify actually, see if the build went through okay. It might just take a little while. It's usually pretty fast, but you stop moving forward. Oh yeah, AJL, that would be a better way. That's a much better way of describing it. But let's just see here. I think it's good on Netlify.
Yeah, it's not touching, man.
It's not what?
It's not touching on me, on my end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weird. Are you using the device emulator, or are you just using regular click events? Yeah, that's probably the problem.
Got it.
Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, it's only touch events, it's not click events. Cool. Well, anyway, I think I'm probably.
Working, man.
Oh, it's still not working? What?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's crazy.
Weird. It might be caching an old version on your machine for some reason. Maybe. Can you do like a hard refresh or something?
I clear the cache.
Oh, clear the cache. Yeah, that works too. Because I've got disable cache on with DevTools in Chrome. Are you on that the Quantum browser, the Firefox Quantum?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm on Chrome.
Oh, you're on Chrome. Okay. Oh, by the way, the touchscreen controls, they only work if you hold in the edge of the screen. That might be the other problem.
Oh no, it's not working.
Still not working. Okay, hang on. I'm going to check on my actual phone just to see if it's updating there. Because, yeah, actually, my phone was doing some weird stuff before on this, so let's see if this is any different now. Like, 99% dry. Well, yeah, I did commit it, because it's, yeah, I don't know. Hang on, let's see. Oh, so I'm just a black box on my screen for some reason. The touchscreen controls are working on my end. Kinda. They're not actually as smooth as I was hoping, but they work. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's a problem on your end there, Emman. Emman? Am I pronouncing your name right, by the way? Is it Emman?
Yeah.
Emman, cool.
Emman, man. Just Emman.
Emman, okay, cool. Yeah, not sure, man. I can help you sort it out later, but I think I'm gonna shut the stream down pretty soon here. I gotta get some sleep. But yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you've been getting sleep too, man. You were.
Man.
Sorry?
Let's do this tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it tomorrow. All All right, man. Well, thanks very much for joining us, like live coding on the actual thing. This is super cool, and I don't even know like where this is gonna go, but it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, and thanks everybody for tuning in. We're at 7 viewers at the moment. Wait, hang on. Do you guys want to? We're at 8. Should we try and what's it called? Raid another channel or something? That's a thing you can do on Twitch, right? I need to go to the thingy. Are you supposed to show your dashboard on? Hold on, just to be safe. Now you guys see me. Whoops, no you don't. Now you see me. Okay. Just in case, I don't know if I should be revealing all this on a live stream, so hopefully you're not seeing any of this. Where's that? There's a thing for stream health, that's fine. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll figure out how to do that next time, and we can do that another time. Okay, anyways. Or no, actually keep it on that. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Next stream, I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll be fixing that weird bug, and yeah, keep moving on, keep moving forward. Maybe we can start getting the aiming logic in, so that you aim with a mouse on the computer, and on touchscreen you aim with holding 2 fingers and creating an angle between your fingers. Could be pretty sweet if we got that working. But anyways, for tonight, I'm going to call it because it's pretty late for me. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Adios.